Welcome along to the Star Sports video blog, and it's the Champions League 2013-2014. I'm joined by Herr Wheeler, head of everything German, and the Champions League is upon us. But before we start, we were going to wear black armbands, then we argued about having a minute's applause or a minute's silence, but the recent tragic news of Alan Hansen's retirement has left us all shocked in the world of football. And although we all play at punditry, particularly Alex here, none of us will ever be close to the great Alan Hansen, the greatest pundit ever to don the TV, and I think we should have the applause. So for me, thank you Alan Hansen for all you brought to
Bring
football.
back Strachan.
Now bring back Strachan. Dixon, you're off the menu. Right, now focusing on this year's event here at Star Sports, we bet Bayern Munich are the 7-2 favourites, Barcelona are 4-1, Real Madrid are a 5-1 shot, Chelsea with Mourinho back at the helm are a 10-1 shot, Man United with Mr. Moyes are 14s, PSG a 16-1 shot, 20-1 bar. But let's focus in on the Germans, the reigning champions Bayern Munich. We've got our German correspondent here, Alex Wheeler. Alex, kick us off. A back or a lay for you, Bayern Munich?
I'll kick us off by saying they were a back for me last year, so congratulations to all of you loyal followers. This year, for me, worthy favourites, more than capable. However, I would be a layer this year. I just think it's going to be pretty competitive, and it is very hard to retain this trophy. And I just don't think I can back them at 7-2 at this stage. One of the main factors as well is Mario Gomez going, which for me, Claudio Pizarro is not a decent backup striker to Mandzukic, and Thomas Müller is a great player, but if he has to be the out-and-out striker, I'm not sure he'll have the same effect. So for me, worthy favourites, but a lay.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with you. Sadly, as we know, Alex did put them up last year. That was at 10-1. 7-2, a third of the price this year. I definitely think they're a lay for me. Worthy favourites, but not a betting proposition. A betting proposition are, though, Barcelona. A strengthened Barcelona with Neymar coming in. New manager this year, what with all the problems with Tito Villanova with his cancer last year, that clearly affected the players. We saw that evidence on the pitch. I think they've got a fresh start, fresh manager, fantastic squad, fantastic players. And I'd like to think they'll go farther than Bayern Munich this year. If you're looking for a match bet, I'd definitely would be with Barcelona over Bayern Munich. And at 4-1, I think they're big runners. Alex, about time for you to disagree with me?
I've opposed them the last couple of years. I think, yes, they're a good side. They've got the Messi factor, but I think it's over. I don't think they'll be able to retain it. Neymar is a very exciting signing. However, I just don't fancy them, and I think with playing defensive midfielders at centre back has been their downfall the last couple of years, and it will continue to be.
Right then, Real Madrid, big spending Real Madrid as usual. I think they prefer breaking the transfer market than winning trophies these days. But Gareth Bale has gone, £86 million. But Isco is another one that's gone there, who started the season very well, cracking midfielder. The one thing you can say about this team, there are goals everywhere. Suddenly, there'll be free-for-alls. Looking to win that elusive 10th European Cup. 5-1 third favourites, Alex?
For me, they are my main bet of the Champions League. I just think when you have two players who can literally get the ball, beat a couple of players and slam it in the top corner, you've almost got a goal advantage at the beginning. Bale and Ronaldo between them are worth a goal. Come the knockout rounds, they will make the difference, and they can more than make the difference and take them all the way.
Getting a bit too technical there with beat a couple of players and slam it in the top corner. Like, it's like, Mr. German, 86 million is alright, you can beat a couple of players and slam it in the top corner.
That's what they love.
But they've got petulance at the back, struggle to defend. They've got a worse manager than they had last year.
That is the other thing I'd like to say is Ancelotti is a proven Champions League manager. Proven.
Right, okay, speaking of proven Champions League managers, Mr. Mourinho. He used to be, if you want the Champions League, just get Mourinho in, but he couldn't get it done at Real Madrid and he couldn't get it done at Chelsea. Obviously, he achieved it at Inter and Porto. It's a very interesting one, Chelsea, with him back at the helm. They stay tight till Christmas and he lets his players normally play from there. He likes to build stability from the back, but can he break this duck at Chelsea?
No. Quite simply, I don't think the squad is good enough. The Mourinho tactics are fantastic, but if he hasn't won it with a better team, Real Madrid in the last couple of seasons, he's not going to do it with an ageing, transitional Chelsea. So for me, 4 favourites tend to... I can't believe it, to be honest.
Man United, 3 times the price of Real Madrid, having battered them until they wrongly had a player sent off last year. 14-1 United. But Moyes was never won away from home at a big club.
Once again, it will be a transitional Man United. This is also Moyes' first season in the Champions League. I'd be very surprised if they won it.
Pellegrini, done well in Europe. Man City also 14-1. They have got a squad. You can't argue with that. They've got firepower up top as well. The likes of Aguero, Negredo, Dzeko. I'm missing one. They've got midfielders to burn. I struggle at the back though.
That is true. I would say I would rather back Man City than Man U this Champions League. I think Pellegrini will be able to guide them out of the group stage, and that was half the battle before. And then after that, he's had success with smaller teams, so I think they have brought him in for his European record. I think he'll do quite well.
Right, my lay of the absolute tournament, 16-1 PSG, lunacy, a bunch of players that are overplayed, that play as individuals, not as a collective. I think that's the worst price out of every team in there.
They're going to be my other bet.
Well,
I just with the squad they have, and last year getting so close, only losing away goals rule to Barcelona, and they went one up in the new camp. I don't see why they can't go close again. I just think at 16s with that extra firepower, Cavani now brought in, Zlatan's going to have the season of his life. 16-1 I think is a very good price.
I can't believe I'm going to say it. I think Arsenal are a big price at 33-1. I think their players and their football suits Europe more than it does the Premier League. And I think they could be a big price at 33-1. And one disrespectful bookmaker out there has got AC Milan at 80-1, which is just totally incorrect for a team that's won it 4 times. Get that 80-1 if you can. But for me, I like Arsenal at 33s. I do think Madrid will go well. Like you said, that they've got the goals there, and I just think that attacking firepower could get the job done for them. And there'd be a big layer of PSG. Let's just quickly touch on the groups and the goal scorers. Sociedad are the team for me that can overachieve. They're 7-4 to qualify from Group A with Man United, Shakhtar and Leverkusen. Big fan of that. And likewise, Olympiacos, always solid at home. 3-1 to get out of Group C with PSG, Benfica and Anderlecht. Anything in the groups for you?
For me, I've just got to go with the 2 I put up. Real Madrid and PSG double to win the group. Nothing exciting. Both at 2-1, but I just can't see anything else. Not very exciting.
Simple as that. Right, top goal scorers. Everyone loves to argue about top goal scorer. Messi 11-4, Ronaldo 7-2. That means you can bet them at 20-1 to 20 coupled. That's slightly bigger than even money for one of those two to be top scorer, which I think is pretty much a certainty. Looking further down, if I've totally lost it, I think Oliver Giroud at hundreds, who is the only striker that team's really got, is enormous. Already started well in the Premier League. And Antoine Griezmann is 300-1 with Real Sociedad. He got 12 in 30 league games last year. Good nippy midfielder. Get 4 or 5 and maybe you could get us in the 4. Each way a quarter, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alex, for you, finally, top goal scorer?
I would put up Zlatan and Cavani. I think their group, they haven't got a hard group. Benfica, Olympiacos and Anderlecht. They should score goals there. And I'm going to put up Carlos Tevez as well at 50-1. Just, he's a great player. I love him. He always scores goals. And he's in the Madrid, Galatasaray and Copenhagen group.
So in conclusion for me, Real Madrid and Arsenal in the outright. Lay PSG for all you've got. Sociedad to qualify from Group A and Giroud at 100-1 top goal scorer. Alex, very briefly.
Madrid and PSG, have it all on Madrid this season. Zlatan, Cavani and Tevez, each way goal scorer prices. They won't be far off.
Well, that's the Champions League 2013-2014. The crystal ball has been used, the predictions have been made. And best of luck with whatever you back. Please give us a call here at Star Sports 08000 521 321 or visit the website on www.starsportsbet.co.uk.